if you ask Google or a doctor, like, what is a pelvic floor dysfunction? Probably you will get an answer like, oh, it's when you have incontinence or prolapse or some kind of thing that is not working, like there's a dysfunction there. But from my perspective, what I would like us to do today is to zoom in, really zoom in physically in this area and have a look at what is a pelvic floor dysfunction. Why does it appear? Like, why do you have symptoms in the first place? So to me, it's not a diagnosis. It's not, something that is not working. It's something else. And we need to really zoom in to like the cellular level physically to understand what has happened. Why is it a dysfunction here? So I would like us to kind of think outside of the box a little here and just open up to a different perspective. And then you let me know if you buy into this or not. Okay, so if we have a dysfunction or an imbalance in the body, and specifically now in the pelvic floor, in the vagina, in the pelvis somewhere, what has happened is that the cells are not functioning properly. When the cells are functioning properly, we will not be aware of our pelvic floor every second. So when you have a functioning pelvic floor, you won't think about it. Like everything just works. You can jump, you can run, you can pee whenever you want to, you can poo whenever you want to, and so on. When we are limited by any symptoms like pain or incontinence or prolapse, something is not working. And the reason is the cells are not getting what they need. And more cells are not getting what they need. Finally, there's too many cells not getting what they need, so it becomes an imbalance in this area. And why do the cells don't get what they need? It's because the bloodstream cannot reach the cells. So the blood travels all around the body to deliver mainly two things to the cells, or deliver and also remove. So deliver nutrients. And the most important nutrient is oxygen. It's also the other part of the purpose of the bloodstream is for the blood to pick up garbage from the cells. So when a blood cell comes to like another cell, like a tissue cell, it feeds the cell and it cleans the cell. If the blood can't reach that cell is going to be very tired, kind of almost dead. Like it's not going to function well at all. And our pelvic floor and our vagina is actually prone to have tension, scar tissue, like this kind of adhesions, I would say. Like our pelvic floor reacts to our emotions, to different traumas, physical traumas, emotional traumas, and this can kind of get stuck in the pelvic floor. And what happens is that a bigger area of the pelvic floor is reacting to something, a negative experience, and the cells get trapped into this adhesion and the bloodstream can't reach. And then everything shifts, like the balance, it's not balanced out. The area is not in balance. So it starts to shift in different ways and it causes dysfunction. So based on this, we really need to work on like from a global perspective with many different things to heal a pelvic floor dysfunction. So I hope that was pretty clear. We need to give the cells in our pelvic floor bloodstream, but not only that, like a Kegel would activate. When you do a Kegel, you do a squeeze with your muscles. And all of us knows that if we work out, like if we do exercise with the muscles, bloodstream will come there. But sometimes that's not enough. And that's actually the wrong way to go about it at certain points in time. And the reason for this is that these tensions or adhesions or scar tissue that we already have in our pelvic floor is really dense. And if we add on this squeezing of the muscle, it can actually cause harm. So we need to add blood circulation through other ways, and we can do it physically, mentally, emotionally, and in so many different ways. To also start to release that tension, not only move the blood into that area, but also reach those cells that are kind of trapped. Okay, so that's, if you have specific questions around this, let me know.